Everything is up and running. Okay, so we return to this lovely little adventure of ours with a slightly precarious situation. The party previously managed to acquire the heirloom from from the vault of the Nexus, or the Nexals. So learning more about the Black Mage bloodline and their family tree, though we only got some very minor details. And as the party returned, shortly after Kay had left to go and join her dad to go and acquire the White Sage heirloom, or the White Mage heirloom, the party encountered a strange portal.
Oh no.
That had a couple of tentacles coming out of it, one of which made contact with Alec, transporting him into what appears to be some sort of rift. And as the party begrudgingly joined him, you find yourselves in amongst this blackened realm of just darkness and shadow. You can barely see, but everything's almost clear to you at the same time. It's almost like I can describe as like a black fog. However, you're all immediately silenced by Ankh, who had seen you disappear off into the middle of nowhere. It was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure these people don't kill themselves because this is suspect. But you're immediately silenced as the corridors and rooms that are just about visible to you are absolutely laden with what appears to be Gelder. A zombified version of Gelder, many of them in various levels of disrepair. Some of them have limbs that are literally rotten to the point they're falling off as they walk past. And of you, your lovely illusionist has quite clearly figured out that not all of these Gelders are actually real.
Not all of them?
No. Some of them have physical forms, some of them do not.
Ah.
Being the illusory sage, you are quite capable of spotting which ones are which.
Which ones are not real?
As of current, there is only one that actually has physical form in the room with you. That is muttering to himself, and you can hear resonating through the corridors this tune. If any of you are familiar with Tally Hall's Hidden in the Sand, then you will know what song is currently being hummed. If not, then I would highly enthuse that you listen to it after the session, as it will make your skin crawl a little bit in the horror context. I
mistyped Hidden in the Sand and typed Hidden in the Sad, which is strangely appropriate.
So, this is what they are currently humming. I can just look back on my old messages. Aha. So if you want that quietly in the background, you're more than welcome to it, my party. Now then. You are lost in this strange place with these strange people that you are unfortunately familiar with, but your skin is crawling. Because this is not at all what you expected. And the portal that you came in through does not appear to have an exit. It is a one-way door type thing. Meaning you have no way out. And you have no K. So you have no proper healer. But you do have Ankh.
We are presently maidenless.
Basically.
Can Ankh heal?
He can. Not in the same capacity that Kay can, but...
You might have to ask a bit
Ankh
nicer
can
for
kill
him
you
to
and
get
then
to do
bring
so.
you back.
He has Transfer Hurts, Raise, Breath of Life, Arise, Auto Raise, Arise-Ger, and Full Life. So he has one spell that's capable of properly healing you. And that's Breath of Life.
But he can bring you back from the dead.
Effectively, yeah.
Which is kind of like healing.
At least it's not like reanimating you. It's literally casting a revival spell, not just hey
Yeah.
zombie. So what are you
Zombie.
doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? What's your plan?
Probably just
Have any
looking
of these
and looking back and
things
forth.
noticed us?
No, they appear to be lost in their musings. Which, if you choose to, you may listen in to what they're saying.
Don't think they have anything of use to say. Since they're not actually Gelder, because we know where Gelder is.
Was, but yes. But you may choose to
Slash
listen in.
was.
Yeah, you
He's
may
a
choose to
wolf
listen
now.
in if you wish. Should also get all my dice out.
I will.
You will. Okay.
Mhm.
So, two things. First off, as you're listening, you can hear him musing over why. Why did this happen to him? He never wanted this. You know, the sort of things of him essentially expressing the things that he would have expressed had he
Alive.
had he been capable of, well, obviously being alive, but had he been able to fully express his heartbreak at the loss of his what he thought was his real mother. And it just generally makes you feel really sad because it's all of the things that you could have gotten out of him had anybody have managed to break through that wall of self-defense, as I'm going to refer to it as.
Question.
What?
These walls that we could see on the map, are
Yes.
they actually walls or is this a big open space?
It's a big open space, but though, for context, the white is like what appears to be like these platforms made of solid bone.
What's in the black?
They are basically what I can only describe as like almost solid black fog. You can see through them enough, but it's dense enough that you wouldn't realistically be able to make out anything through them.
Can you pass through it?
No.
It has physical form.
Aw.
It does in fact have physical form, and I'm presuming Penton is putting his hand through a wall to test this.
Yeah.
You're fortunate enough that your magic gear affords you enough protection against shadow damage to not be harmed by the walls.
Okay.
But it's
So we
almost
could go through them,
You
but we'd
could.
take damage.
Yes.
If
Interesting.
they're giving direct shadow damage,
It
then this
appears-
place is somehow connected to the plane of shadow.
No.
No?
No.
No. Okay.
You do recognize the magical aura that this gas is emitting, or this fog, as I'm going to refer to it as more appropriately. It is directly tied to the magical aura of an heirloom. It radiates the same magical energy as the phantasmal swan song in your hand. Also, before I forget, Alec, please make me a wisdom save against madness. Non-magical.
Of course. Non-magical.
Non-magical wisdom
It's
save
not-
against madness, please.
What can I do as reaction?
Well, at least we know now that it does things if you listen to them.
Yes. Because it is
wisdom-
too much. It is too much for your mind as you're listening
Non-magical. Ooh, that's low. Is there not a madness?
Alter Fortune? Wait, you
Do
roll
I have
low?
a madness? No, the save. Yeah, I don't have them very much. Big. No, no, that's not big. That's a 2 on the dice, so 22.
Alter Fortune? Try again.
to. Please expend your
Try
MP
again.
and please make a stealth check.
Okay.
Do I get to
Yeah,
reroll?
you will get to reroll.
Yay.
Please spend your MP, Penton, and make a stealth check.
Thank you very much, Princeton, for natural 20.
Nat 20. What is that
Well
total?
done.
So that's 40 total. Hopefully
40.
that'll be
Through
good
the
enough.
telepathy, you are welcome. Okay. That'll be 38. And stealth?
38.
Yes, my stealth's not very good.
That's a success. And Alec, you find yourself you find that the moment Arolas tells you to shush, that you immediately do it, as you are currently afflicted with for the next 3 minutes with the following madness, in that you will do whatever anyone tells you to do that isn't obviously self-destructive. As you got away quite lightly.
Are they aware of this, or is this just going to affect
Alec is in fact aware of this.
out of character? This may be something worth sharing.
Well,
Okay, I will share. You should over the telepathy, obviously. You should not listen to what Gelder is, or the Gelders are saying, because they make you go cuckoo.
Understood. Are you okay? Through the telepathy, by the way.
I think so. For now.
Well, we'll check in with you, make sure you're still okay. We could do with our time mage not being mentally damaged.
Wow.
Well, I suppose we've got to get moving.
Yep.
Does there appear to be any kind of time limit for us traversing through this? Does there appear to be any kind of time limit or any kind of
no.
urgency, sorry, for us getting through it?
No, but you can hear, whilst you're figuring out the fuck you're doing, Xanis starts asking you all if you have any dirt on you.
Yeah.
Or something like
Dirt?
something like slime.
What?
No.
I think so.
As he tells you he has an overpowering urge to eat something strange.
Oh shit.
Thomas.
As it wasn't just Alec who was listening in. So, as you're figuring out what to do, and Yuzok has basically just put his fist in Xanis's mouth to shush him. What are you planning to do here? Your group is no longer... I'm presuming you spend the next few minutes waiting for the madnesses to wear off, whilst you're planning.
How long do they last, sorry?
Alex will last for 3 minutes, Xanis's will last for 2. So in the span of about 3 minutes, both of them will return to normal. Whilst you're figuring out what to do here...
Yeah, maybe look around without moving around too much.
That is some
I don't know,
good
there's
thinking.
not much here, is there?
If I constantly make a distracting noise, does that give them advantage to save against hearing from me?
Simple enough. You
If
just
I
choose...
start singing I Know a Song That Will Get On Your Nerves, do they find it more difficult to listen to the Gelders?
No, because it is
Okay.
something... They are quiet enough that you are having to actively listen. So if you choose not to actively listen, then you are fine. But otherwise...
Well, clearly they've got nothing good to say, guys, so how about we don't listen to them?
Yeah, don't listen to
I
that.
guess we wait out the madnesses.
Yeah, I'm presuming that's what you'll be doing whilst you're figuring out how to progress.
Well,
Because you
how
have...
much noise does it make? How much noise does Capital Blitz make? I'm just flicking coins in the air. As long as I don't drop them, it's not making a lot
Since
of noise.
since you've played the Calamity mod of Terraria, you know the 7 striker when you're using platinum coins? Same level of noise.
Oh, okay.
Because
Because
it's a
the jackpot noise.
Yes.
What the fuck?
That's the noise it makes when it's firing.
Right. Okay. So the way it works is I'm throwing the coins basically into a void. But I'm still making the attack. Right, okay.
You will have to once again roll stealth for every coin you throw, however,
Let's not do that.
because you are attracting presence to yourself with the magic that you are using.
Let's not do that in case they come over to us and start being a lot louder.
So, my question is, you have two, as far as I as a DM am looking at it, you have two big options here. You can choose to try and quietly make your way through towards where Mace is, or you may choose to manually disassemble each of the Gelder zombies that you come across that have physical shape and form.
Try and stealth. I say through telepathy. Obviously.
Stealth, everyone get mogged.
Okay.
Which I do through my brain,
Um,
because I cast my shit through. I cast my shit mentally rather than by doing.
It was the fact
Flashy,
you put your
loud
index finger
things.
against the side of your head as you looked at me through my brain.
With mind bullets.
Shut up.
Or
So
bullets, as I like to call
stop,
them.
sir.
Oh, make yourself laugh. Can't make anything else.
Question.
Go ahead.
Would activating home field advantage draw attention?
No,
Can I do that?
you may. So, as you do so, you spend a little bit of time just kind of figuring out amongst yourselves how you're going to go about this, where you're going to go, what you're going to do. Because understandably, this is quite a lot to deal with at once. Go figure. And so you start sneaking your way through. Slowly and steadily. Being very cautious as you do so. And as you're going through,
We're not making stealth checks?
no, you will not need to.
Oh,
Okay.
that sucks.
Because the lowest stealth bonus here is Norland's, which is 23. As far as I'm currently
Yeah.
aware.
Yeah.
Oh, none of us are stealthy.
Yeah,
The
mine's 20.
I'm
DC
very stealthy.
the DC that you would require to sneak through, because not only are they distracted, but Gelder's passive perception
Yeah.
is massively reduced because of the state he is in. Meaning that if I were to take your passive stealths, the lowest would be 33. Which is exactly, I think it's like three or four above what what the set DC is for stealthing. So you won't need to make any checks, thankfully. So you start making your way through, and as you do so, everybody could go out to 10% zoom.
10% zoom.
And on the bottom, you want to move yourself. Look at the bottom right of the map, as I'm going to move you now.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, God. Too much tea. Oh shit, lost this.
Bottom right of the map.
No, I mean, when you zoom in really, really far using the panning function, it's a lot more sensitive. So I end up in the
Okay.
void.
You find yourself hidden outside of the room that Mace has bundled up in. All of the Gelder zombies that you pass make you feel saddened. Something about it just upsets you slightly. But you manage to reach the room within which Mace is holed up. You can see a bunch of crates and random miscellaneous objects in this room here. Over to the left that I'm pinging the corner of. It looks like he has been living in that space. What are you planning to do now? You can see him in there. He's not he doesn't seem to have noticed you at all. What's the plan?
Okay.
Do we avoid?
What does he look like right now? Is he muttering to himself? Is he?
He appears to be fixated on something.
Can we see what it is?
No. Unfortunately not. You do not seem able to figure out whatever it is he's staring at.
Oh,
And I've put his artwork back in the chat as a refresher as to what he looks like right now. Should you need it.
Oh, fine.
well, you need those heirlooms.
And they are both floating around him currently.
And
In the same manner that a dancing weapon would.
Ankh, thoughts? We could try and just get you to grab them. That's one option. We can go in and try and talk to him.
Make me a perception check.
Yes, sir. That is a 54. Wait, is my lucky streak on? No. Okay.
You don't get a response out of Ankh, and you suddenly realize why. The man has a tear, yellow glowing tear, rolling down the side of his face as he's seeing the state of his distant relative.
Come on out. We need you with us.
What? Oh, right.
How should we
yes.
approach this? I said we can try and just get you to grab the heirlooms. We do need to sort him out. We can try and talk to him, or we can try and incapacitate him before we talk to him, because he does currently have both of the heirlooms, and we've already been hit with those once, and they're not exactly nice to deal with.
In what way should we incapacitate him, though? What are your plans or thoughts?
Well, we're not strong enough to just take him out in one go. We'll have to fight him. Just not kill him.
I feel as though that may be the best option. Ankh manages to just about get out of his system. You can very clearly tell the man is in distress, despite the fact that he is remaining as emotionless and blank as possible. There is very clearly a great deal going on behind those eyes. But he is not saying much.
Okay. Well, we'll have the best chance if we just go in and try and get the element of surprise.
So an ambush.
Yes.
He seems very reluctant to give an answer. And
I don't like it either, because we're trying to save him, and I don't want him to think otherwise, but...
You take a moment to process, Penton. And a thought occurs to you. When you and Ankh have been talking about his heritage, his family tree, this is normally the state he finds them in before he has to bury them. Or what remains of them. There is very clearly a large amount of emotional trauma being pulled out by the sight of, well, the state that Mace is in. And one of the big things that you can just about decipher from his expression, presuming if memory serves correctly, your passive insight is the maximum passive, isn't it? 90. Passive insight would be next to your passive perception.
Yeah, 90.
You can just about make out.
I know all.
You can read very well.
Yes.
People, that is. The big emotion on his expression, amongst the many different expressions moving around his face, is guilt.
Does he look like he's in the same state he was when we last saw him? Or does he look like he's worse?
Please clarify what you mean by that.
He just about had his faculties together. He was able to act of his own free will to save us when we were encountering the, I guess, more humanoid form of the Lillian beast.
Mm-hmm. He does not appear to have his faculties together at all.
So he looks like it's like a rabid animal, essentially.
Effectively, yes.
Okay,
You
so
see a
yeah,
little
we're going to
more
have to
than-
incapacitate him.
Yeah, you see a
Talking's
little
not going to
more than a
work,
rabbit animal.
so...
Mhm.
Alec? Alec?
Yeah.
Some greater quickens or some paradox mazes or something?
Sure. Okay. Oh.
So, are you moving into the room?
I think so,
I'm
yes.
a bit too close to Paradox Maze. Oh.
I ask this of the whole party. Are you going into the room? I need an answer from all four of you before I move things along.
No, I don't think I am. But I'll stand ready for whatever comes.
Okay?
What do you mean? You're just going to wait outside?
Well, because you guys are gonna do something first, no?
No,
Or are
we're
we
just going
going
to fight.
in
I'm
guns
just telling Alec
blazing?
to make sure we get as big of an advantage as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, if I get the opportunity, I will grate a quicken. Kenton,
Oh, if we're going in guns blazing, then I'll go in, obviously.
Pong, and Luna, if I can, in that order.
Okay. So, if I'm to understand correctly, I'll take my headphones off for a second just to put the bowl away. If I am to understand correctly, you guys are moving into the room, yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Once we've got
I'm
I
guessing
let
we're
them
essentially going to breach
blast
the room,
in.
so we're just going to blast our way in and
Yes.
engage.
Okay. Luna, sorry, would you mind repeating what you said as I didn't,
Could Luna be like the last one in?
Yes. That's perfectly fine.
Because Luna's gonna keep like an eye on the Gelders to see if they react on the breach.
Yeah. Okay. So, you move in. And... Luna's gonna be at the back. So you move into the room, slowly making your way around the corner.
Nolan, you know what we're going to be doing here.
Nolan.
Yes.
Nolan
You
looks at you with an incredible look of discomfort on his face.
Yeah, I don't like it either, but what we got to do.
And that's
If you're
when
ready
you
for that
realize...
decoy, I'll have that bubble ready to go.
Mhm.
I'll try and keep the damage off you because we don't have a dedicated healer.
Nolan looks back at you, puts his finger to his lips, and then points at Mace.
Which is all
Yep.
Mhm.
Because as you enter the room, you start to realize why his Diablos avatar didn't forewarn its master about the fact that there were people very clearly visible through the fog to it. Because it's currently in pieces on the floor being eaten.
Oh.
Oh.
Ah.
There are bits and pieces of wing and arms and legs and what appears to be a perfectly picked clean skull
How did we not notice
discarded on the
this?
floor. Because it wasn't inherently obvious, because Diablos' colour scheme is black and red. So, at first glance, it just looks like it's just laying there on the ground, just relaxing. Until you get a proper view of it and realise that its body is splayed out on the floor. It's been visibly torn into two pieces. Not split down the middle, but split from its top half and bottom half have been visibly ripped apart from one another. and the sight makes you feel a little bit sick. But if you're planning on incapacitating him, he is not paying any attention to you right now. So if you like, I can get you to roll initiative, and you can try and beat the crap out of him. Or you can attempt to try and do this in a slightly more non-lethal manner. It depends on what you
do you mean
guys...
by non-lethal?
Trying to knock him unconscious, basically.
That's what the plan is with the fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I assumed he was too powerful
I think
to
that's
just
what we're
knock
doing.
unconscious.
Okay. Well, in that case, then, please roll me initiative.
I'm concerned that you gave me the option.
Please roll.
Well, we could have actually talked to him.
He is literally eating his avatar.
I don't think that was an option.
I don't think he's in a very talky mood.
Okay, fine.
If that is how you choose to interpret that situation, that is how you choose to interpret it. May I have your initiative roll, please, Penton?
That was a fucking... Oh, that's 115.
Alec.
170.
Luna.
118.
And Alice.
98.
Come on, baby.
Because the way I'm seeing it right now is whether or not he is still savable in this state. We need him in a state where he can't hurt us.
Or eat us.
That's a pretty logical way of looking at it, yeah.
Because right now he's extremely dangerous.
Oh, very much so.
And we are at the disadvantage because we don't have our normal healer. No
Mhm.
offense to Ark.
That is a way of looking at it, yes. Hold on. So, Letizia, first to move. She's holding off. She doesn't know how to approach this. Waiting for someone else to figure out what they're doing.
Okay.
Nolan holds on. And you can see the thing that's currently eating Diablos, as I'm going to refer to it, seems to stir slightly. Alec.
Okay. Did I get those great quickness off?
Yeah?
Cool, so,
You need a time stop to do so? Yes.
alright, I'll write that down. I'll calculate.
Oh, unless you're time spell surging.
No,
Fair.
I can't remember how that works. I'll just leave it.
Don't blame you.
I will throw some buffs and stuff down. First thing is haste. Is it dual cost? It is dual cost.
Mhm.
Hasture and Imperil Rut. So Hasture on us and Imperil Rut on Maze. So where is?
Is this part of your time stop? Or is this
Oh
just
no, I'm not.
No. Okay.
This is just my turn.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just looking for Imperil Rut in my. Six. Big number. 3. No.
I want to also activate
1,
my
5,
emerald
and 2.
automation before my initiative.
What?
Said I want to activate my emerald automation. I mentioned that as well.
Oh, well, yeah, wait until Alex finished.
1 is fire, 2 is ice, and 5 is lightning. And that's 7 damage each, and no wisdom save.
He appears to be healed by fire. Does not take any damage. Seems to resist the other two elements enough that you wouldn't deal damage. And he will not be making a wisdom save because he is immune to imperil. However, the direct attack of this thing, the direct attack upon it, appears to agitate it. As it rolled above you in initiative, but didn't take an action, as it didn't seem it was under threat. It's now responded, and is very aware of your presence. At the end of your turn, Alec, Mace will move.
Okay. That, interesting. That will probably change my plans a bit. I will cast Greater Blink on myself. I'll dual cast Greater Blink and Delay Death in fear.
Okay?
So he's
So,
agitated and knows we're here now, yeah?
Hmm?
He's agitated and knows we're here now, yeah?
Oh yes, it very much knows you're here.
Okay, well,
And then take out a time mode.
Okay?
And that is my
and
turn.
since it's a free action
So I
to
get 2
talk,
actions.
I'd like to say we are here to save you.
Okay.
Go ahead and speak.
It seems completely lost on it.
Yeah.
There is no sentience behind those eyes.
Yeah.
However, it does proceed to cast Greater Dispel, targeting Alec.
Which one?
And it rolls high enough that it dispels your Delay Death and your Greater Blink, as it's targeted,
And
so it removes multiple effects.
oh, that's so balls for me. Yay. I'm gonna look back at everyone like might die. And I
Might
guess
do,
that's
yeah.
my turn.
So,
I'll capsate my MP.
But we always might die, and we're still here.
So true.
Dredge. Oh my god. I don't know what that was, but I made me jump.
I didn't steal initiative because I thought we might get a surprise round.
You thought.
I thought.
Wait, he wasn't even ready for a surprise round.
You would have thought. Funnily enough, you happen to be in Mace's rift. This is the rift that he tore open to try and dispel the Lilium Beast back at the Summoner Heirloom. So he's constantly aware of what's present here, because you're effectively in a demiplane that he created. And as it turns its head towards you, it lets out a bestial snarl. You watch as the black fog seems to dissipate, as though some intense magical force has pushed it aside. And you look up above you at the sky that has just appeared. So it begins to start raining down hellfire. Chunks and shards of rock. What I can only describe as essentially something on the level of a Ragnarok-esque view. As the world above you is now careening down towards you to obliterate you. Can everybody please make me a con save?
Magical
Magical.
Yeah, magical, right?
As Mace proceeds to cast Armageddon.
Okay. I was gonna say, did that Mog go off?
No, Mog's still there.
It is, okay. I need to explain the MP for it then. Wasn't entirely sure if it actually happened, because...
Yeah, I presume that's part of your
Oh,
So
Emerald
just
Automation, so
Penton
that
has
does go
Mog
off.
right now.
So Emerald Automation does go off, or...?
Yes, it goes off to start the fight.
Okay.
Whether it's there or not, or whether you announce it or not, it'll still be present. Can you all see Mace's MP and HP?
Fine. Well, yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he casts Armageddon.
Just... I guess the Elemental Carol will be against Shadow damage. I'm not sure it's going to do much here, but...
Fair.
You got 15 points of resistance to Shadow damage. Good luck. And you can mark the save if you want.
I'm gonna use my time mode. May as well.
Fair?
Where did my Penton page go?
I don't know, did you close it?
I might have accidentally closed it.
You
What's that?
closed it.
Oh no, it's in the... That's weird.
Not sure it's gonna help me.
Okay, so... It's a con save, isn't it? Yeah, magical con save. Sorry, because I haven't rolled anybody else's yet.
Isn't Armageddon the continent destroyer?
Potentially. I forget how much information you have.
I think we do have that information.
Then yes, it is potentially capable of destroying continents if left unchecked. Alec, what did you roll?
110.
Okay. I'll have to actually check what I'm rolling for.
Yeah, is it against any particular effect?
Nope. Luna, what did you roll, please?
114.
Okay. Penton, what did you roll?
I decided I used my Mog, and it was 240.
Okay. Alice, what did you roll?
257.
Ugh. That show me up.
What?
Is that with or without Mog?
Without?
Fucking hell, your saves are huge.
Yeah, of course. Do you even know who I am? I did roll a nat 20, but yeah.
Fam, do you know who that is?
So it couldn't have got any higher.
Fair.
Look at any higher. Final words.
Well, Aurelus uses his Mog as part of his because he's like, oh shit, rolling 398. Jesus. And Xanis. Is there any particular reason you're doing that?
Oh, ukuleles.
Oh, okay.
I've had the song on loop the entire time.
Fair. So, be it good news or not, you'll succeed.
Yay!
Oh no.
Yeah. Pretty sweet, right?
10,000.
No, what's the damage?
Hold on, guys.
What's
So,
the
And
damage?
then what?
what's the damage? I wonder. And as you're watching this rain down, your vision goes white.
Oh no.
Completely and entirely white.
Oh no. Why are we here?
And as the white clears, you're in a waiting room. You are sitting rather awkwardly In a waiting room. Alice, can you roll me a history check, please?
Yeah.
May I ask what your role was, Alice?
Oh.
A nat 20.
So what total?
257.
257.
Yeah.
Is that for your history check that I just asked you to make?
Oh, history! No!
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Imagine if I made a
Okay.
257 history
gonna
check. I'd be
say-
mental.
I was gonna
No,
say.
no, I didn't make a history check. No,
do so.
right, let me do that now. I'm still flexing.
It's fine.
Do we see anything when we look around?
I'm waiting for Alice to give me the end result of her history check.
Okay.
54.
54. Okay. You immediately recognise where you are.
Oh.
You're sitting in a very similar place to where you were just a few months ago. And it clicks in your head immediately. You're currently sitting in what is effectively a waiting room for Etro, the woman that you met previously when you got yourself, Kay, and Gelda shot through the head.
That's awkward.
Oh no.
As the realization kicks in, it's not just you in here. The rest of your team is in here, excluding Ankh.
Damn, that's
We all
awkward.
die.
You all died.
Mm-hmm. Do we get to know the damage number?
Yes. 500,000 was what you would have
Holy
taken each.
fuck.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Was that non-elemental?
Bingo.
Yep.
Ooh.
I have
Wow.
resistance to that. 300. Oh, shit.
Fine. But you're all sitting in a
Apply
waiting
your
room.
resistance as 500,000 damage.
Yeah, even with all of the damage resistance stacking you could have got, it still would have done 125k.
Wait, how much stacking can we do?
Well, successful save,
A lot.
500k. Alice and Nolan limit breaks for Holy Knight and Dark Knight cut it down by half twice, so quarter it. 125k. That's as far down as you could have gotten it.
Ah,
That's still instant death.
Mm-hmm.
Quite significantly.
well, so much for the element of surprise.
And it's taking a bit for you all to realise what's happened. And then the feeling of, shit, starts to
That's
sink
not good.
in. As you realise you're all dead. It takes a minute, but you'll notice that Alice seems vaguely familiar with this place, and that's immediately what is the telling factor for you all.
Now that's what's going on.
Oopsie.
I know where we
Oopsie.
are. We're dead.
What do you mean we're dead?
Welcome to the afterlife. This is what happens when you do dumb things and you come to the afterlife, and then you have to decide if you're allowed to go back to the world or not.
Wait, so we're literally in purgatory right now.
Yes, this is the waiting place for them to basically decide if you're allowed back on in the world. So,
I fucking
yeah,
hope
basically we
are.
died.
Got a world to save.
Yeah,
gonna fucking
well,
die here.
no guarantee.
Well, hopefully they'll take that into account.
Damn.
And this
I hope my mum's alright.
So,
What?
sorry, please repeat what you said, Luna.
Damn. I hope my mum's alright.
Oh, Okay, I did hear you cry the first time. Shit.
Well,
So-
there must be some
Your
mistake,
mum?
because we can't be dead.
Hope your mum's
We
alright
don't die
too.
here. We at least got to get to the final fight, right? It's
Who said that we had to?
supposed to be our destiny, isn't it?
Nothing's guaranteed.
Now, if I may tell you what the room looks like, it is an
Ooh, yes,
amalgamation
please.
of like, so you're all kind of sitting in different parts of the waiting room. Like, it's kind of like a square shape at the moment, where, well, as of current anyway, it's a square shape with each of you sitting in like a, it's like split off into segments, and the area around you reflects that of a either a comfort place or a place of great importance to you. So for Alice, her section looks like her mother's manor back on the island, back in Aquarian. Oh my god, me being able to speak. For Nolan, it appears to be a cabin in the Feywild. For Xanis, it's the guild. For both Xanis and Penton, it appears to be the guild hall, though different locations in the guild. Drastically different places.
Can we hear anything right now?
Yes, you can hear what appears to be waiting room music playing over
I hate waiting room music.
It's the waiting room music that you're thinking of.
I
And that is playing out over... You don't know how it's playing in here, because there's no sort of, like, device to play that music.
never would have imagined, but somehow death is worse than I thought it was.
Really? This is
Well,
better
it's
than
not
I
fun
to
thought.
listen to
experience.
this for, Alice.
Yeah, no, don't really remember. It's not great.
It's making my head hurt.
Yeah, well, I never said death was fun.
Do we have heads?
Yeah, you do.
What?
Yes, you still have a head.
We don't look eviscerated or anything?
No, your body seems surprisingly intact, all things considered.
I mean, any
That's
pain.
weird considering we're definitely in a billion pieces right now in the
Oh, you were completely and utterly evaporated.
Evaporated.
Like, if somebody were to go back to where you just were, there would not be a trace that you existed in that space. Past that point.
You know, the guildmaster is probably gonna have a go at our graves.
She's gonna start berating our tombstones.
Why did you go towards the obviously ominous black portal with tentacles coming out of it, you fucking idiots?
The fucking invincible meme. Think, Alec, think!
No.
Not the time for
I have no
tentacles, Alec!
regrets. I have no regrets. It's I am the one who touched the portal and I am the one who cast the spell on Mace, and yeah, I do not.
So,
Mm.
the thought occurs upon you that, what if this is it? What if this is... What if this is it? Because if what Alice said is correct, and Etra is the one that decides whether you go back or not, you all are aware of what happened, the last major thing that happened relating to Etro, and how that went down. Referring
What's
back to a certain goddess.
Yama?
Mm-hmm.
No, not Yama. All the way
Oh.
back.
Back to-
A certain god of lightning was involved.
Oh,
And you're aware of how that went last time. And that Etro does not exactly seem like the kind of person who delves into specifics. So your idea of we're meant to save the world, it occurs to you that lots of people say that. So she may not know what you're actually on about. And a very
context
unpleasant
at all
sinking
on what's
feeling.
going
Yeah.
on Earth?
Hmm?
No context at all at what's going on Earth?
Nope. Because that's the actual, you would have to be very specific. And even if you were, you have to convince this goddess to let All of you, go.
Alice, what did you say to them last time?
Oh well, I just told her that like I was doing dumb things and my mother is the Raven Queen. I probably mentioned my mum a lot.
So you use familial connections to get out of it?
Yeah, likely.
Damn.
Well, if that's the case, then
I
I
don't
guess
think it'll
you're
work a second
fine,
time.
but what about the rest of us?
Well, the rest of you could just say that you're friends of a really cool goddess.
I don't think that's how it works.
And Penton is constantly, continuously racking his brain as to ways to not weasel out of the situation, but ways to navigate and
Are you
ways to
pacing?
convince. Yes.
When you try and leave your segment, you're repelled backwards.
Well, that's interesting.
And
So
is
what's
it-
the significance of this? Does this mean we're all judged separately of each other? Or is it to stop us from scheming and
Well, I
escaping?
wasn't just with Kay and and Uzok, so
Gelda.
Hey, DM.
Gelda
Do I still
even.
have? Do I still have my time magic? I'm not gonna try and do anything, but so do I still have it?
You attempt to manifest your chronomancy, find that your magic does not come to you. You attempt to
Oh,
conjure
no.
spells, you attempt to do anything to get your magic to come forth. Nothing happens. And that applies to
man.
everybody in this room.
Shit!
Xanis is repeatedly slamming his hand into this pillow as he's trying to get his magic to come forth. Uzok is almost sad that he can't make these he's sitting in what is Uzok's sector looks like a burnt down camp of some sort.
So, we learnt something. Magic is something linked to the physical body, not to the soul.
Or it's just not allowed here.
Or it's not allowed here, yeah, that's true.
You do realize after a little while that it is being forcefully suppressed by something else in this room.
Huh.
In the
In this
center of
room?
this room, yes, in the center of this room, a very beautiful and elegant looking woman manifests.
Oh,
Oh,
hello. Could you turn the music off, please?
No.
Oh, it's making it hard to think.
Why do you need to think? You are moving on to your afterlife, are you not?
As far as I'm aware, it's supposed to be justifying my existence.
Need not. You need not do that. You are dead. You need not think anymore.
But we can't be...
Take comfort in perishing.
I will not. I refuse. The fate of the world depends on our survival.
Fate of what world? There is no world for those who have died. Come now.
And Benton is staring her straight in the eyes.
And she is staring right back into your soul. You will be here until for a short period. Once the phase of revival magic being effective has passed, you will have to move on.
Revival magic. There's still a chance. Wait. He's gonna look around. Wait, Ank's not here.
Ankh is not here.
Maybe...
how the heck would how did I survive that?
Well, I have Mega
well,
Phoenixes on my person,
did
so if he
Ankh
grabs
survive?
them, he can get us out of this.
Well, Penton, I hate to disappoint you, but Armageddon quite well. We got evaporated in an
Fuck.
instant.
Yeah,
Damn it!
I don't think the Mega Phoenixes survived.
Yeah, and last time I died, I did die
No.
at
Can't
the
have like this.
guild.
I
Well,
don't know if there's enough of us to be revived.
technically, with the smallest piece, You kind of could, as long as there's something, but I think
Is
without a
there
body, it's a
something?
little bit, a lot more difficult.
Didn't Kay bring back that other guy
It's
with
not
a
fair.
stone?
What you mean? Well, I wasn't there for that. Hang on, never mind.
What event would you be referring to, if you don't
Oh,
mind me
Jasper.
asking?
Alistair.
Yes, that was a phylactery. As Xanis decides to pipe up, yeah, that was a phylactery, Alec. It had his soul in it.
No,
The difference
the other guy,
between the other guy,
Which other guy?
Jasper.
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 Once again, soul in a book.
Yeah,
Soul in a book.
There's
Damn,
still
we needed to put our soul somewhere.
Excuse
Zen-
me, miss.
Yes, darling.
It's Etro, isn't it?
Yes.
And he points at Alice. This is not the first time she's been here, right?
No, it is not.
Why did she get a free pass?
She didn't.
But she's still with
I
us.
did die in
I was
the
like,
I watched her head explode.
the-
She definitely died.
Yes, I'm aware she died.
at the guild.
Mm-hmm. I'm aware of what passed.
So why was she allowed to come back?
Well, simple.
because
She was judged. Her soul was put on the scales, and she had yet to complete anything that would be deemed worthy of passing on to the afterlife. Simply put, it is an incomplete spirit.
Incomplete spirit? What does that mean?
Much beyond your mortal comprehension, dear. Simply put, her soul, if we were to refer to it in something in more mortal terms, when a soul is usually passed through when it is golden, when it is ready to pass through, and when it has fulfilled enough that it has fulfilled its purpose.
Well, I'm not ready. None of us are ready. We still have great purpose.
And from your bodies, you see these golden wisps slip free, and she kind of coalesces them in a circle around her hand.
So,
So they're kind of spinning.
what do you mean by ready?
Well,
This is all predetermined.
simply put, the judges have decided, and your fates have been decided.
So
Sure.
it was right from the start. The world was just destined to die.
No,
Because we are the great sages. We are supposed to be stopping the absolute manifestation of chaos from destroying this world and every other.
I might be here again, but we still have much to do. My time is not done yet.
If we're so ready, then that means that there was never any point in doing any of this, and it was right from the start.
and
Because we are certainly not done.
She approaches you, leans down, and bear in mind this is a very large woman. She is looming over you, but she comes down to your level, having to literally kneel in the process, and puts a finger under your chin to bring your eyes up to hers. It is not me who ordains who lives and dies. It is not my job to judge the souls. I am merely the one that measures the thread. I am not the one who spins it or cuts it.
So who do I need to talk to then?
Well, that's simple. They are beyond you. They view themselves as beyond having to do this job. Thus why I am the one having to deal with it. I don't get the golden glory that Aztec and Azeroth do of being life and death, or even Phoenix with her knowledge and information on rebirth. I am merely the one that provides balance.
so
And
So you're their
think
customer
long and
service.
hard.
Of an effect, as she looks over at turns her head slightly towards Alec.
But our purpose is beyond that of everything else, because it is the direct will of Lunarius himself. Themself. I'm not sure if it's a Irish. I think it's a genderless thing.
Who said that?
Well,
I've certainly heard Lunarius say no such thing.
well, our guildmaster is. Do I know this? I think I know this. Oh, you would have shared this. with
You
me.
would have this information, yes.
Our guildmaster contains part of Lunarius's soul and is currently Lunarius's physical being on Earth.
Well, I'm pretty sure the
And
material
he has
plane
set
is
us
still
on
in
this
peace.
quest.
I'm pretty sure the material plane is still intact. I
It
assume
won't be
is-
for long. For there is no longer anyone to stop the destruction of it.
She seems
And Fenton is close to tears right now.
woefully uninformed, as though even as it occurs to you that the Pantheon themselves may not have been told of the looming destruction.
Oh my god.
As she looks at you, as far as I'm aware of this destruction and chaos, Crystal Hoss has said little more than to just bear with him as he's resolving the problem for us.
Really? Why do I find that hard to believe?
You may speak ill of the gods as you wish. However, it is not my
You have to
purpose
speak
or my
nicely
job.
about the god.
Well, it doesn't really matter at this point, does it? Doesn't matter if I speak ill of the gods or if I'm the nicest, goodest boy and I worship all of the
Don't
gods.
listen to
and
him.
And
None of it matters.
at this point, you know 3 things that are occurring. Alec, you spotted what Aurolus is doing. He is just sat down, curled up in a ball, laying on his side on the floor. Penton, you spot Xanis, having fully broken down into tears. Uzok looks defeated.
Are you able to commune with mortals?
Etra looks at you. I am.
Could you please commune with Lupus Crescentfang? The one who currently bears Lunarius' soul. And ask them of our purpose. And whether we are ready to leave yet.
Roll persuasion.
While Penton is doing that, I'm gonna go and
You cannot.
sit with the rollers, I guess,
You cannot.
and try and help.
You go
I
forward
can't?
to do so, and you hit the barrier that separates off each segment. Between you and Aurolus is both Letizia and Luna. You are separated by 2 segments of this room, so you could nothing but sit there and watch.
I'm surprised. I do not have expertise in any way in persuasion. Fuck. Okay, well that's a 68. Since I don't have any of my magical ways of boosting said thing, surely the content of my speech itself should be enough.
No, it is not.
Fuck!
She seems completely unfazed. Do you know how many have tried to cheat their way out of death?
What happens to you?
It matters not.
What happens to you?
It matters not.
If the material plane is destroyed, who's to say they stop with that? Do you fear death?
No,
No?
I am death. In some incarnation, I am death and life itself. I am what keeps the cycle moving. I am balance.
But there will be no cycle.
In which case I will cease to be. Should that happen, I will feel nothing.
That's a
Well,
sad way to live.
welcome to the life of that of a god. Goddess in my case. Our very existence is sad in itself.
Didn't even get to say goodbye.
Can all of you make perception checks for me, please? Hearing-based perception checks.
Perception.
Heck yeah. Oh, Luna can make perception checks.
Luna can perceive.
That's a
Luna perceive.
95.
Okay. Alec?
Fucking hell. 56.
Alice?
55, but I can't find the hearing bit.
No. The reason why I specify it's hearing is because some races have advantage on hearing and smell-based perception checks. So characters like Kay, if she were here, Xanis, you know,
Okay, I'm just gonna assume it's not me.
no. It will be listed as one of your racial abilities.
Great. Okay,
Penton is
cool.
Norricking hard right
Penton.
Pardon me.
now. 62. I said Penton is Norricking hard right now.
62, yeah?
Just going off on the gods.
Well, whilst I deliberate the results, aka I'm going to step away from the DM screen for a second to mentally prepare myself for what is to come, just chit-chat amongst yourselves.
in character or?
Whichever one you prefer.
How did you hear that?
Skill.
But the headphones were on the table. Unless they're coming out loud enough that. No.
Sorcery.
He just knew. He just knew.
He knew what I was gonna ask. In character, out of character. Wee woo, wee woo.
I hope no,
Wow, the
but to make
persuading death
this
thing
to
is not
make
going
this
well.
more immersive on my part, and also
You have to die.
to increase the level of frustration that Penton is feeling and that I can bring out of Penton, I have got the elevator music on loop in my head right now. So me saying, "Can you turn your music off?" It's really fucking grating. It's actually me saying that.
It's true. It is grating. Is that so?
Imagine if this is what actual death was like. It's just sort of like in a room and the elevator music playing, just for the rest of eternity. That's what purgatory is.
Ah, purgatory.
There's a little, you know those like toy monkeys that have some symbols. It's just one of those.
Boom, boom.
So,
Clown.
the result of your hearing perception check. You hear a voice. An echo is smiling at you, Penton. Knowingly smiling. You hear the voice again. Echo out quietly.
Can we hear?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
So,
It's an advertisement.
totally. No. So, quietly, then louder, then louder, then louder.
What is it saying?
You can't quite make it out.
Really?
But it feels so warm and familiar.
God, is it the guild master gonna beat our ass?
Like, you fucking dumbasses.
And that is Alec. I'm imagining that you're just kind of standing up against the barrier to just keep your eyes on Aurelus.
Mm-hmm.
You fall over.
Oh.
Rolling straight into Aurelus. The barrier is gone. All of your barriers are gone.
Is our magic back?
Not
Oh.
yet. But
Shit.
you can feel the energy slowly refilling you.
Okay, I hold
Oh.
a roll.
Are we going back?
Fucking better be.
Or onwards.
Guys, come on! Get off the floor!
Gay!
No, okay. I know you said K, but for a second I thought you
It's
said
gay.
It's gay.
Yay!
Son, dying is gay.
Because me and Arona are hugging.
Yes, Father.
Yeah, he's like, yay!
Guys, come on! Get off the fucking floor!
Oh.
And you feel
Oh,
this
well.
you feel this force slap each of you round the face almost at the same time. Get off the oh my god.
Am I alive?
I
What-
guess
what's
as
going on?
but I guess as we're leaving, I'm just gonna wave bye to Etro.
You aren't leaving.
Oh,
The
we're not
room
leaving?
around you is fading. Is disappearing slowly.
Is she fading?
I'm going to wave.
She smiles, waves back at you. Call it cruel,
I will nod.
but a Farseer's fate. I may see one of many futures. This is the only future for you. Don't worry. We won't see each other anytime soon. And Penton, you get a pat on the head. You especially. We won't see each other for an extremely long time. Goodbye.
Oh.
And the room disappears.
Goodbye.
The room fades to white.
And we're in a nice room.
as your crumpled forms pull themselves off this completely burnt, destroyed ground.
Man. Oh, now you've all visited the afterlife.
The ground around you is basically burnt to a crisp.
Oh, no, look.
And ripping through a portal almost seeming to rip through the very air itself is Lilac, with Kay in tow. With Kay
No
wielding
way.
the heirloom in her hands.
And the sight of Kay brings forward one thought in Pendant's mind. First of all, well, thank God, I'm really glad to see you. But also, the amount of times that Kay has essentially died. Has she had to go through that every time?
Probably, yeah.
Her and Ep are all well acquainted.
I wonder if they're good enough buddies that turns the music off for her.
No.
'Cause I imagine that's still ringing in my ears right now. Oh, I can actually turn that off now.
You can. I will now.
Oh, that's better.
Now it's country music because you're in hell.
Oh.
And so begins the real battle.
Country roads, no.
Yeah.
All our bubbles are still up, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I'm fully aware.
Oh.
As you can see, both Kay and Lilac, with their holy wings spread. As it appears they've arrived, fully readied for this, and they've quite literally ripped through dimensions to find you. As you now all have upon you, you have had the wings of the Deliverer cast upon you, meaning not only do you now have not only do you have auto raise for the foreseeable, but you also have auto full cure, which, as the name implies, will fully heal you the moment you take damage. You are at full health currently. Mace has been moved to the bottom of the initiative order. Hit him as hard as you can. As it seems
Tell me twice, disembodied voice.
this brilliant light that is emitting from both Kay and Lilac appears to have completely nullified Mace's ability to move or do anything. And Ankh is intensely focused. You notice an almost like orange hexagonal barrier around him as he managed a barrier of terror just moments before the impact of the attack.
I was trying to think, why the fuck didn't I do that? But I guess he's more familiar with the heirloom and he's lived a lot longer, so he would have been a lot more telegraphed to him, whereas for me it was just a flash of light.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the sky opening up and raining down hellfire would have been a good guess.
It doesn't necessarily mean a big attack's coming, it just means...
True.
I like to imagine Alec was like, oh, meteor. Oh, hang on a second. That's not meteor.
That's a meteor.
That's more than just
What
meteor.
I did.
If we had
So-
heard that, we would have all assumed that you'd somehow killed us with a meteor.
I mean,
Somehow.
Yeah.
Classic Alec.
Nice going, jackass, you missed.
so I'm going to
We will
allow
get
you
going.
guys. Yeah, I'm going to allow you guys to kind of settle how you want to do this. Not necessarily going to give you a proper fight per se. but I'm going to let you guys decide
we
how you
only
go
have
about
one.
this. Well, no. As far as I've understood, you're intending not to kill Mace, but to basically break down his physical form, and then essentially crack his phylactery. If you are still planning on trying to save Mace, Or-
I think that's the plan.
you
yeah.
can do this in a more traditional manner, killing him, and basically going back on your promise to Ankh. You have the choice as a party to make. I have no hands in this, both as a DM and as your NPC allies, as they do not have the means to crack Mace's phylactery. That device rests in Alec's hands, meaning it is a player
Does it?
decision. Yes, it is on your person.
I forgot.
Technically, it's in my.
It is in
But-
your hands.
It is in my hand. I could eat it.
Don't do that.
Decision is yours,
I
Alec.
would do
However, I will never forgive you.
I know. Yeah.
Just putting
I'm
that
not gonna
out
do
there.
anything like that. I know. You silly Billy.
You kooky character, you.
So how are you doing this? I ask you as a party.
Save
Can't stab
Mace,
him,
let's
that's too-
go.
Riley. Can I non-lethally stab him?
Well, I mean, you've got to destroy his physical body to phylactery him. So yes, because you can quite clearly
cool.
see
Then
his
stab.
phylactery. His phylactery is in the room across. Has been launched from the room across to within the same room, but it is currently protected by a barrier that is very clearly attached to Mace's form, almost like a bubble. So
Can I attack?
you may.
5.
So I'm presuming you're charging up and stabbing the shit out of him.
Does initiative order matter, right?
I'm gonna do
No.
my whole stab spell thing.
I'm also assuming that we lost all of the buffs that we had, yeah?
Yeah. That's partly why I didn't apply them to the sheet, because I knew this was going to happen. So, treat this as if it's a little cutscene for you to basically throw fucking hands with this guy. Because you're saving him, not killing him. Therefore, this isn't so much of a fight as it is you guys getting to make a... Get your awesome bitch slap in on this guy who has annoyed the shit out of you since the get-go. You're gonna save him, but kick his shit in first.
I'm gonna save you with my fist.
Yes, I will.
I'll
That's not
save
what
you
I
with my
rolled.
not gun.
I rolled a 81 to hit.
81 to hit. Yes, that hits.
Mhm. Yay! Okay, cool. Where is my 4d6 plus 6? Oh, right, my damage. Oh, can I sneak attack?
Yep. He physically cannot see you because he is blind. So you don't need
Do
to
I get
roll.
advantage or something?
You don't
I don't need to roll, I just
Auto-
get it.
It's an
I need to
automatic
look up-
success.
I need to look up where my sneak attack is so I know
I
what
thought you were about to
damage
tell
I do.
Mace to look. I was about to say that's really cruel.
Where is sneak attack? What? I lost it. I saw it and then I lost it. Sorry.
That's okay. Take your time.
Sheep issues. There we go. An additional 20d6. Sexy.
Yeah.
Whereas combat, so 24d6.
Okay.
Wow. Roll 24d6 plus 60. 160 slashing damage.
So you
Pow.
charge in, manage to disappear into the black fog for a moment before emerging behind Mace and striking across his back.
Are we supposed to be able to see his HP?
No, as you will not be killing
No.
him, therefore it will not be a
Right.
necessity.
Of course. You will tell us when we've knocked him out.
Mm-hmm. I will.
Okay. My spell is. Let's do the ruin strat again. Actually, let's ruin. Ruin strat goes hard. You can't lie. Ruin is non-elemental. Yes. It's 5 of them.
Yep, 5 missiles.
5 missiles. Where is my? All right, I didn't put any buffs on, so this is not going to go hard actually. Oh, this is going to go quite unhard. 5d4.
Maybe because you don't have faith active right now, if memory serves.
I know. I should have done that.
Probably would have been a smart idea, yes.
32 non-elemental damage. E.
Okay. Yeah, you know what?
Should I do a full turn, or are we just going to do it one action at a time?
Do one action at a time so everybody gets a
Cool.
fish slap.
Cool.
So Alice, Luna, or Penton, whichever one of you wants to hop on up. Oh, okay, Penton.
I'm just rolling.
Oh, okay.
What?
No, Penton, you should go first. You can put like buffs and shit up.
Well, by the looks of it, he's not actually going to be fighting back, is he?
No.
Who
Basically,
needs buffs when you can shoot people?
yeah. Basically, treat this like
Okay,
a cutscene.
Well, okay.
This is
Oh,
your
okay.
cutscene to slap this man, to get your favourite thing out there, hit him in the face with it to get that little bit of satisfaction. So, oh my
It's Luna,
fucking
yeah.
god.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Look to my
It was
right
like
and see.
evaporated.
Fucking Nat 20. Jesus Christ, Luna. Come on, then.
Yeah,
Fuck him up.
baby. Let me just double
Yeah.
check something. Hold on. Yeah. I don't need terrain up to shoot people.
I don't need tree to fuck you up. Ooh.
Also, if it's not clear that 129 on a nat 20 is in fact a crit,
Nah, really?
nah.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Oh, he's a humanoid, isn't he? Hold on. Hello, hunters. Hello, hunter things that I forgot about because I haven't had to shoot anything remotely related to my prey types. Great.
Well, if your prey happens to be Vulpine or humanoid, then
Oh wow, a humanoid, hi. So there's average damage. Okay, you're okay. Right, so because it's humanoid, I add 7d8.
mm-hmm. Don't worry about it too much.
Yeah,
Trust me.
78, which because I can't be bothered to roll because it does average damage at minimum.
Yeah.
As average of a d8 is, I think we discussed it was 5, or at least or something. I think.
Oh, average damage would be average damage of 78 is 35.
Yeah. So. And then I've got the damage from my oh shit, that's not supposed to be there. Hold on. my bow, then the damage from my arrow, and then I double. Fucking, it's supposed to be a plus, not an equal sign. And then you've got the doubling of the damage mods. Because I'm at full health. So that's 236. Then, someone's attacked Mace already, yeah?
Yes, Alec has.
Okay, good, because now I add my level, and then multiply that. My level is 86, which is 172. And then I just actually read, because he's a humanoid, I've got the killer enchantment on my, I think it's the killer one, or so I don't know which one it is.
Is it the 10d6 plus 10?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
killer.
26 plus 10. So I've got the killer enchantment for humanoids.
So just slap that on top.
So I add an extra 20 because that gets multiplied. But then, because I fucking read my abilities just now, trying to look at what Hunter does, I read that I can use a bonus action to maximize the damage dealt, and then wisdom modifier times a day, I can double the bonus damage from killer enchanted weaponry as a free action. So that fucking, I've already forgotten what it was. 10d6, so 60 plus 10, which is 70. I mean, well, the 10's already been doubled, and then I'm gonna double that again. Is it just that I doubled the dice, or do I double all of that? Plus 10 as well.
For your hunter ability. Give me 2
Yeah.
seconds. Oh my god, pardon me. Absolutely terrible of me. Freaking, where is it? So yeah, you just double the dice and the modifier, so it's just the whole lot.
Okay, so I've already doubled the modifier because of my max health, and all damage modifiers are doubled. So it's 60 plus 20. Then I double. So I double 80, so 160. Am I correct?
Yep.
Okay, good. Is there anything else that I can add? Not at the moment. Anyway, so 3,410. If it's not clear, I am trying to do this non-lethally, but there's not really much good on it.
Well, in this situation, non-lethally is subjective, isn't it? Because
It's subjective.
we're basically killing him and then cracking the phylactery.
Yeah. So your arrow rips through him, and his desecrated endurance triggers, keeping him alive on 1 health.
Hmm.
Huh. Am I supposed to take him down?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You need to destroy the physical body that has been created.
Okay, I'm going to target. I guess I'm going to try and like rip apart the body with arrows.
Yeah. So as you fired your arrow through, it's hit, but his desecrated endurance has popped off to stop you from finishing him off.
So I roll 114 to hit, which is literally just a crit. I'm gonna do everything that I did with my last one, which includes bonus actions and the free action to double and to maximize the damage dice for that. So that's fucking. What did I? Okay, no. Jesus
fine.
Christ.
Don't worry about it.
Bigger numbers made the text box bigger, and I got scared I did something wrong. Anyway, that's 300. That's fucking hell. 3,365.
Yep. Okay. So once again, your arrow rips through his body. However, he is still standing.
Oh.
Spell?
Oh no.
It is not something you can dispel.
Okay.
Oh no. Does anyone have Altar Fortune? Just asking for a friend.
I do. You want it?
I rolled a net one.
Alice being like, yeah, because Alice isn't directly in your line of fire. Alice is like, yeah, I need to live, and fucking ends up back there. It's like, yeah, Luna put an arrow in the back of my head.
Oh my god, Alt Fortune in this case.
No,
would be so
no,
fucking
none of that.
Because it'd basically be me going up to you as you're about to fire your arrow and just pushing your arm a bit.
Just stop.
Don't do
away,
that. Don't,
away from Alice.
don't shoot Alice in the back of the head.
Yes, I will use
Do
Alt
not
Fortune
shoot
as
me.
an
Oh
action.
man, that's not a crit.
Aw.
Right. I'm still maximising the damage dice and doubling
I'll
the
go for it.
modifier, but no times 5. Sad face. So that's 679.
679. Damn. Okay.
Is there anything I can do
Once
as
again,
a bonus action?
It rips through his body. He is letting out these like. It's gonna be sad, but I'm gonna do you guys a little
Oh,
dirty.
lovely.
Every time one of those arrows rips through his body, he lets out a sound that I can only compare to the sound of a dog in pain, like that
Bruh.
whimpering and whining sound that comes out of them when they're injured.
Why does he have to do us like this? Like, the fuck?
That is the sound that comes out of
Anyway,
him each time one of those arrows
yeah,
rips through.
so that's the end of my turn because no haste, lol.
Fair. So, Penton, I've seen you roll once or twice. What are you doing?
I thought we were only doing one action each, so.
Yeah. Yes and no.
So I used.
Luna's pouting him for reasons.
I used Runic Amp as a bonus action. Popped
Okay.
off Runic Amp, popped off Morg.
Luna's
Triple
got
or
no
nothing.
idea who this
Crit
guy
because
is.
I rolled a 19 and the final damage was 8,622.
So you run up, you whack him with that, and you watch again as that rune is still in effect. His body is getting ripped to pieces, but he is still just about standing. Alice, you want to get a
Yes.
slap in?
I wanna get a slap in. I thought I wouldn't be up. Okay, I'm hitting with the bonky stick.
Okay.
There we go. I got a wee bit close. Is there an auto calculator for the bonky stick?
For the damage on it. No.
Yeah. No, right?
If you're talking about like the modifier multiplying thing, no.
Okay. 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 I can remember how to do this. Okay, does 75 hit?
75 does hit.
Okay, woo! So, okay, now I do the roll thing. So, do I times the whole thing by 4 because
Just the
I'm at full
modifiers.
health?
Only the
Oh no,
modifiers.
just 2 because I didn't crit. Okay, just by 2. Got it, got it.
So, no. Look, home go. You are.
Uh-oh, what have I
If you're
done?
at full health,
Yep.
Your weapons, the damage modifiers. So the damage modifier, this lovely little 82, is multiplied by 4. Just the modifier.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
when the wielder is at full HP, the damage modifiers for the weapon are quadrupled. That is one of the effects of the Azure Raven's Soulbreaker.
$368.
So you whack him, and
Bonk.
you take off one of his legs. He's still alive, but he is now dropped down onto one leg. Xanis, Uzok, Aurelius doesn't seem to really get what's going on here. He's standing there, looking unsure what to do with himself. Xanis looks almost reluctant. Uzok is looking at Xanis for confusion, but you don't get to worry. You don't have to worry that long as to what the fuck is going on, because Alice, you see something bright white fly past the side of your face, briefly clipping the side of your face. As Kay proceeds to launch herself at full speed into the side of this man, grabbing his phylactery that's floating behind him, and proceeds to start smashing his face in with it, screaming her lungs out.
Jesus.
And those yipping and yelping and whining noises of pain are slowly drowned out by her screaming and slamming the thing down over and over and over again, until the mace body stops moving. And she keeps going, and going, and going, despite the fact he's very clearly dead. It's stopped moving at this point.
Oh.
It's done. It's enough.
She picks herself up off of the limp, lifeless mess that she has just created, and just throws the phylactery at Alec's feet. Holding onto her heirloom, and looking at Ankh, who's just giving her a blank expression, followed by a thumbs up. The two of them, as well as Lilac, start briefly chit-chatting, whilst Alec, I'm presuming you're going to try and crack the phylactery with the little device that you were given.
Yep,
So after you
that's the plan.
mentally recover from watching Kay go absolutely fucking berserk on this man,
Oh, there's no recovery. I'm extremely proud.
you grab the phylactery and put it into this device, and you hear this chink noise as it locks in place, followed by the sound of what I can only describe as like if you ever accidentally cracked like a drinking glass, that little noise, little click noise it makes when like it breaks, it doesn't shatter fully. Yep. Makes that noise as you can see the clear line through the phylactery. And Kay comes back over to you all after a moment. And looks around at you all. So, which one of you caused all of this? Why are you here?
Looks at Alec.
And before anybody else can get another word out, Xanis walks up to Kay, puts his hand on her shoulder. Tentacles. Kay looks really confused. What do you mean? What? Xanis, this is not the time for humour. And Uzok comes up to the other side of her, places his hand on her other shoulder. Kay. Tentacles.
Tentacles.
She looks really
confused.
confused.
It was the tentacles.
She looks so confused. She's looking at you all like you've lost your mind before realizing, right, this must have something to do with it, but she's not quite getting it.
We'll explain later.
Okay. Right. That's interesting. But sure.
Blame Alec.
Oh, it was. No.
And-
Alec touched the
No.
tentacle.
Okay, so portal, right. Makes
No.
sense.
Yeah, no matter what I did, we would have ended up. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
totally.
then, well, I jumped in. Everyone else got sucked in.
She raises an eyebrow as you say that, and then finish the sentence. Okay
Oh man,
then.
I missed. No.
I guess that's fine.
How did it happen? Like, portals don't just appear.
The regular Tuesday.
No, it just doesn't
Just a
happen.
regular Tuesday.
It's just a regular Tuesday.
No, it's definitely not. Is it even Tuesday? How long were we dead for?
So you end up back at the Guildhall, feeling very shaken, very confused as to what the fuck just happened.
Did
Okay,
we do it? We did it.
yes, you have Mace's cracked phylactery that Ankh proceeds to disappear with for a while.
Work is magic.
Looking at you. And he looks very he looks a little too happy, walking off with his relative's broken phylactery in hand, with a beaming smile on his face. And it takes a second for it to click. You're like, what? Hang on, what the fuck? Why is he so happy that he's walking off with what is essentially the cracked remains of Mace? And that's when Kay comes up to you guys and starts explaining things. Well, suffice to say, this is the first relative he's saved in the last 4,000 years. And she starts explaining and telling you about the history of the Helm bloodline, in that this is quite a momentous occasion. And she's holding on to one of the crate, like, almost like a... I want to describe it like a, almost like the size of a small safe that she's holding in her hands. It's like a cardboard, like a cardboard box, basically, sized crate. I mean, the best way of explaining it, because you're also in like one of those big cardboard boxes that you pack your things into when you move in places.
Oh, I know.
She's
Most of my stuff is in there still.
Yeah, she's holding basically a crate sized like one of those that has all of Mace's possessions and belongings in, including a full journal of his personal life history that she mentions very briefly, but passes over it very quickly.
We also have the heirlooms.
The heirlooms have been taken with Ankh. Yes.
Oh, cool.
Can I see that?
Kay looks at you. You don't want to read it. It will make you very upset. And that's putting it nicely.
I don't think there's anything in there I don't know.
Persuade her.
I don't think I can. But that would be a 68. No, actually. He'll be with us again soon. These are his belongings. These are his personal items. If he wants to tell me and show me, then that's on him. It's not my choice to make.
You'd actually successfully persuaded her. She'd taken the she was halfway through getting it out of the crate. Your DC was 64.
Yeah, well, Pen's changed his mind.
She puts it back in the crate. Well, I'm gonna go and put this with the rest of the stuff.
On a lighter note, you never mentioned the music.
Music?
There was horrible elevator music.
Oh, yeah. You do realize there's a way of changing it, right?
There's a what? What do you mean?
And she walks away without elaborating at all.
I
Oh my
asked! Why was I not told? I'm not entirely sure I believe her.
Roll an insight check.
What?
I think it'd be very funny if this live.
There'll be 81, because I rolled in that one.
Well, she rolled 26 on deception. Yeah, she was lying to your face. She just wanted to see your expression. As you can very clearly see her looking back at you with a big cheeky fucking grin on her face. Like, even though, like, you rolled a nat 1, you completely failed to read into it. You figured it out the moment that she turned around with the same shit-eating grin that you would have on your face when you tricked the Apocrypha into buying a 40 billion gil airship. The same level of shit-eating grin.
Well, at least I'm not 40 billion gil worse off.
But your sanity is questionably degraded.
By the way, and turns to Alec. Thank you.
Oh. Cool.
It was your call to make in the end. You had the device. Thank you.
Oh, I guess it was. You're welcome.
Right, let's get the fuck out of here. Unless anyone wants to do anything in this void.
I Fortnite dance.
You
No,
are
no.
you are outside of the void.
Okay, I went to the toilet, so I didn't.
No,
But
that's fine. You are outside of the void. You can see where the rift is, and it's slowly disappearing.
So we're back at the guild then.
You're outside of the guild. Yes.
Let's go in the guild
Well, I'm hungry.
and sleep.
Sleep time.
Oh, or eat. Yes, eat.
And as you enter the building, you notice something slightly amiss. It's very loud.
Hmm?
It's very loud.
Oh,
What's that?
okay.
There are so many people here. What the fuck?
They're all
Oh,
there.
no.
And then you realize the guild groups are back.
Yeah.
Yay.
You can see some familiar faces like Delta, Gelden, some that you aren't quite familiar with. Susan.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought that was coming. So you can see Susan, you can see a whole bunch of the elites are wandering around, sorting things out. Everybody is moving, everything is shifting, everybody is doing stuff, and you can quite clearly see one of the two guild masters shouting at people to get shit in order, and is very intensely focused. And of course, you've probably already guessed which one it is. Mr. Grey Fluff himself is currently shouting at people to get their stuff together.
don't make eye contact.
He makes eye contact
Fuck.
immediately and rushes over to you.
Ah!
So, that was the worst one so far.
What do you mean the worst one so far? Where the fuck have you been?
I
can't- Where the
We got-
where the fuck have you
Say
been?
the
we
words
got
and waited for
Armageddon. We got Armageddon. And
Oh,
then Casey.
No, I sent you out ages ago. Kazaroth's back, Eva's back, Rose is back, Sarek came back, Maraxus came back.
Oh,
Where the
that-
fuck have you been?
there was a portal with
Alex
tentacles.
touched it.
Why?
No,
no,
wait. No, because everyone else got sucked in anyway. So
No,
even if I
you
didn't touch
voluntarily
it, we would
touched
have
that
ended up in
tentacle.
there.
We got sucked in after you.
Yeah, so even if I didn't touch it,
So
we
you
would have been
mean-
in there anyway.
You mean
So
to
I
fucking
didn't do
tell
anything
me?
wrong.
And Lupus is scowling at all of you. You mean to tell me, instead of coming back from your mission, you decided to fuck off into a random portal, not say a word, and then disappear?
Well,
Convenient.
We didn't intend to go into the portal.
Why has
Alex
part of your
touched it.
group come back? Why has Kay come back before all of you?
okay, here. Well, Mace was there.
Roll an insight check.
Insight.
Oh fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, we did the necromancer heirloom. We did it. We got it. Everything's fine.
Kay went off to
Insight.
do her heirloom.
Insight.
She was holding
okay.
it when she appeared. And the thought occurs to you.
11.
You didn't step back inside the guild after coming back from your mission.
Yeah, we did.
You're
that.
rolling insight on Lupus right now. Whoever rolled, please give me your results.
31.
60. I rolled literally my passive.
Nice.
Oh dear.
97.
You realise the guildmaster is completely unaware of the fact that you just went into the rift that Mesa created.
Ah.
It's only been a few minutes, as far as he is aware. So Kay has come back, she's gone off to go do the heirloom. Because she went in well ahead of the rest of you.
Wait, it's been a few... What do you mean?
In the time it took you to get pulled into that portal, go through all of what just happened, it's been maybe 5
I'm done.
minutes.
Why is he so
Jesus.
concerned as to where we've been?
Yes. Because he is worried, because Kay has come back, the rest of you were outside investigating the portal when Kay wandered off. So you've not actually properly been back, you haven't had your debriefing from the Black Sage Heirloom
Right,
yet.
right.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so that portal led us to Mace after Alec touched it and everyone else got sucked in. Unk was
You don't need to
there.
mention that I touched it every time.
You know it is clear fact.
Yeah, no, this one's on you, bud.
Lupus raised his
You
hand
you
up.
touched.
Okay. You guys can have your debate over who touched what later.
Yeah.
Down the hall, you're
Okay.
being debriefed by Ziffy. I am a little preoccupied. I'll see you all in a bit.
Oh, yeah.
And Lupus walks off, leaving you kind of standing there a bit perplexed as to what the fuck just happened. It takes you a little bit to process what the hell just happened, but once you've kind of got your wits about you again, you go down to the hall for your debriefing. On 2, no, technically 3 heirlooms. Walking into the room
Wait.
where
Black mage,
White Mage
necromancer.
and Necromancer,
Oh, white mage, right.
as Kay is holding her heirloom that is now slung across her back in what appears to be
3 in 1.
And so, you go into the room where Ziffy seems quite eager for your return.
Does he seem angry?
I don't know, does he?
So I'm through the telepathy phone. I'm just gonna say. So we're going to not mention the fact we died, right?
Sure. I mean, it wasn't our fault we died.
Looks at
Got that
Alec.
information?
It's not our
Okay,
fault that we died
no.
after Alex.
So, you enter the room,
Alec.
Okay, so everything was my fault, and we're not going to mention it.
you'll settle down.
So you said only 5 minutes have passed since we got back from the Black Mage heirloom.
Technically speaking, yes.
So why are they worried? It's only been 5 minutes.
Because we didn't immediately go back in.
Because you didn't... Bear in mind,
You didn't go to the
Okay.
debrief.
let me simplify this down for you. It's been about 5 minutes since you guys got back. However, bear in mind that there's been a notable period of time since you left.
Okay,
For the
you're
heirloom.
describing our perspective, not Lupus's. I thought you
Yes.
meant that took forever for us, and only took 5 minutes
No.
for Lupus. So
For
why the hell are you
For
angry?
Lupus, you guys have been missing for about 2 days. Technically
Oh,
speaking.
okay.
You've been missing for a couple days, because you've gone off to the Black Sage heirloom and you never came back. But Kay did.
Worried.
Meaning that there's the implication that you guys have just disappeared or died on the field of battle. Because Kay came back, Lilac picked her up, and then they both went off to go and get their heirloom from Judge Zilm. So Lupus is just completely in the dark as to what's going on here. So, have fun trying to explain this to Ziffy, as you all take your seats, and the Foxman is looking at you all rather expectantly.
So where have you been?
Okay, should I?
Well, we did get back with Kay. Kay split off. And as we were going to enter the guild, there was this black tentacly portal
Right.
that Alec touched.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna telepathy say to Luna, don't mention it was me, but I guess she was too quick.
It's on
No.
brand. Continue.
Alec then got transported into it, and then the rest of us got sucked in.
You jumped in.
I jumped in, yeah, but I jumped in after you because you fucking went in!
It made a wet slurping noise when it pulled the rest of us in. Xanis puts his hand
It
up.
made a wet slurping noise.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't hear that.
Alright, I'll make a note of that for later.
Fuck this.
Dad,
Why are you making?
stop.
So then we were in this
Fog.
plane that was surrounded in black fog, and the floor was made out of bones. And there were these really like kind of like ripped apart, well not ripped apart, but old looking gelders that were
Zombie.
whispering. It made Alec and Xanis go mad.
I went to the
Only a
loading
little.
zone.
You wanted to eat slime.
And Ziffy clearly has quite a similar sense of humour to Xanis, because he's giggling at just about every joke that Xanis makes.
All I wanted to do was do what I was told, so clearly that was
And you
the height
touched.
of
And
madness.
who
You
told
touched
you
the
to touch the
tentacle.
tentacle?
Who told you to touch the tentacle, Alec?
Well, that was before I was mad.
You at first actually no, you got slapped by the tentacle, then you proceeded to touch the tentacle.
No, I touched the portal.
Yeah, the portal which was made out of the black tentacles.
Okay, we're getting a little off topic here. Continue. What happened next?
So Unk was there and told us to be quiet. And we decided not to try and fight the multiple gelders that were there and stealth around, because at the distance we could see Mace. We got to Mace, and Mace was eating his Diablos avatar.
Disgusting.
I know, right?
It was.
Do you think it's like fried chicken?
No,
No, it was not like fried chicken.
maybe spicy.
Yeah, I think something spicy or crunchy. Lad,
It seemed
will you fucking
crunchy.
pipe down? Come on,
And
we're trying to
wet.
be serious here.
Ziffy is rubbing his temples.
You need to tentacles.
Oh, it's crunchy and wet. But
You
Well,
never
that's
left.
not
You're
important.
still in the room. No.
We were
That's
trying to
good.
figure out what to do. And Alec fired off an imperil or something.
that was not when we were deciding.
Well, after we decided on what we were going to try and do, Alec fired off the imperil thingy. And Mace reacted by casting Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
And then we met Extra.
Damn.
So, what you mean to tell me is you got back, got sucked into a portal, and then you all fucking died.
Died like horrifically. We got evaporated. I didn't even feel anything. I don't think.
Jesus Christ.
Just white light and then gone.
Well, how are you still here?
So Kay appeared.
So I turned up, I saved their lives, and then I smashed his face in with his own phylactery.
Nice.
Yeah, that was
Well done, Kay.
incredible, Kay.
It was kind of
Oh.
satisfying, but I'd already agreed
It
this
was.
with Ankh.
Nice.
Ankh has the necromancer heirloom, plus is doing whatever to Mace's phylactery to Pariah. Yes.
He's gonna. Oh my god, we're gonna get a Robo Mate. Is that what's gonna happen? He's being robofied.
And then we appeared back outside the guild.
So, I should be lividly angry with you. And
No, you
if he
shouldn't.
doesn't already know, do
He
not
was
tell my
true
husband
enough.
that you died.
But that's what I was trying to tell Alec before we got in here.
Oh yes.
I will go
Well, I
absolutely
changed
spare.
my mind when you told him that
Bro,
I
Lucas
touched
already
it.
knows that he touched the tentacle.
You can
But
tell him
Ziffy
that
didn't.
part. Don't tell him the death part.
Obviously.
Okay, sounds like you didn't. Good.
We didn't
And-
tell him that. No, just told that Alec touched the tentacle.
Well,
I will continue to reiterate this, Alec.
I will keep my mouth shut.
while I should be very mad at you right now because you failed to report in and you didn't report for your debrief and you've been gone for 2 fucking days now.
2 days?
Yes, because the point for context, this is DM speaking here. For context,
Well, yeah.
you have been missing since you went off to the heirloom 2 days ago. You have not reported back in since that point. However, Kazaroth and co reported back in the day before you guys did. You took longer getting back, which for you, yeah, the whole thing was like 5 minutes from tentacle portal to now has been about 5 minutes. You've been missing for about a day.
The death realm is
Question.
Time has passed
Time
differently.
close.
Are
Good
Lupus and
point,
Ziffy
yeah.
familiar with that sort of rift portal thing? Has Ankh ever
Huh?
done something similar?
We are not the most familiar with that because it is a type of magic that we are not familiar with. We are,
Wow.
if we're talking about Lupus and Zippy, this is not something we are inherently able to just spot
Well,
because it's technically summoning magic that we are not the most
It's
proficient with.
summoning.
it appeared right in
Impressive.
front of you, right outside the guild, so it should be assumed that it was a deliberate act and Mace essentially summoned you there, so I can't reprimand you for that. I can reprimand you for touching the tentacle, but it does sound like it would have happened anyway. So I
Luna.
guess you get a pass. I guess.
Nice.
Just don't do it again. And I can't argue with the results.
Mm.
You left for 1 heirloom and you came back with 3.
That's
So
great.
I guess congratulations, Ronaldo. Pat yourselves on the
And
back.
we have experience with the afterlife now. So that's
Yes, and hopefully
Exciting.
you won't experience it again. For
Well,
all our
I've
sakes.
experienced it twice.
Yes, we know.
you know what they say, third time's a charm.
Shut up.
And you hear from the hallway, "You fucking what?"
Oh,
Fuck's
shit.
sake, Alec!
Oopsie. Can I use my timing whammy thing and rewind the past like 6
You
seconds?
realize that
or
this
minute?
is not directed at you, because you can hear 2 voices in the hallway. Well, I thought it'd be fine to bring him in. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. Come on. No. You, motherfucker. No. And you hear this. Okay, Ankh, you know what? Come here. And you hear this like what sounds like flesh on metal just ring out. You? I'm gonna fucking kill you. You know what? No. And you hear this dragging sound as Lupus drags 2 people into this room. One being Ankh by his dreadlocks. The other being an unhooded desert hollow fox that you do not immediately recognize. Why? Lupus is looking at Ziffy, and looking at the rest of you.
Hello.
Why?
Oh, are you going to fill in and do the rest
Why
of the
what?
debrief?
Well, if you could let go of my hair, please. Yeah, and my cloak. Come on. Motherfucker, this hurts. Yeah.
Your cloak hurt?
It takes you a second to realise, but this cloaked
Mace.
person is Mace, who seems mostly whole. He looks almost the same as he did originally when you first encountered him, with only a slight bit of flesh damage, but that seems to be slowly repairing itself. Hi.
Hello.
Kay is looking. Both Kay and Xanis are just looking at Mace. Mace is looking at them awkwardly.
I guess I'll switch back to Pendant here.
Yes.
Hello there. It's nice to finally talk to you again.
How many of those card game matches did you rig?
All of them.
Bitch.
It's not my fault that Lakshmi's my own personal bitch. It's just the way the cards lie.
Well,
I didn't roll, I just accidentally knocked my dice.
And
with my
he-
elbow.
he does a little bow. I apologize for the problems I've caused this guild. Not exactly like apologizing gonna do shit, but... And immediately Kay starts bursting out, laughing. Oh, you look like a bitch! I thought you were gonna come back looking like him! You look like a twink! Hey. You're only half true. And she's almost pissing herself laughing. She's laughing so hard she's almost fallen off the chair twice. And Yuzok has had to catch her both times. Xanis walks up to Mace. And he's looking him in the eyes. And Mace is looking a little uncomfortable. Man, you... And then he looks at Ankh. You really just... Why aren't his eyes glowing either? Well, simply put, if his eyes glow, they're gonna glow red. Right. At least you don't look cracked up anymore. Huh. And as Mace is going to respond, Xanis goes to try and kick him in the junk. And you hear this dong noise. Yeah, I thought that was coming, so I decided to put a little bit of metallic plating down there to protect myself.
Wow,
Damn it.
forehead.
Well, it's good to see you're in good shape, I guess. You're still a dick, but... Eh. You're so last month. And Xana just walks away with a smile on his face.
He's not wrong, it did get a little bit old having to constantly fight you.
Hey, there wasn't much I could do about that.
No, I know.
Anyway. I would say I'm sorry for trying to kill you, but... Whatever the fuck I was a few hours ago. Yeah, that weren't me.
I am sorry for gouging out your eyes. If you remember that.
Do I remember that? And he walks over.
Remember that? Jumps back and grabs for his sword.
Oh, you are too easy.
So what do you do now?
Well, what I was supposed to be doing the whole time were, huh? Keeping your little bitch ass in check. Nah, I'm joking. You're fucking grown up enough. Turn to a
you
good
couldn't
kid.
do that if you tried.
What,
Even
I bet.
he can't do that. And he points at Lupus.
And Lucas raises an eyebrow at you. You fucking what?
Uh-oh.
You can punish me for it, but I'm still the same person. I'm still the same cocky little shit I always was.
His eyes change to teal when he blinks as he looks at you. You wanna fucking bet? I know how to keep you in line. Quite easily, if I choose to. I'm letting you have your free will. Behave. Right, so he's not
Come on,
here to
babe.
come...
Please don't destroy half the guild again.
Why?
I'm just working hard enough as it is.
Okay,
To redesign
fine.
the rooms again.
Ugh, fine. But you, and he points at Mace. You so much as breathe wrong, and I will kick you so hard that your metal plate will bend inwards. Capiche? Capiche? Now, Ankh and Mace. Fuck off. Sure. And the two of them just leave, and you can hear Ankh like the emotive tones of Ankh's voice actually coming through as he is enthusing to his relative all of the things that they've got to catch up on, and all the things that Ankh has to teach Mace about self-maintenance on his new pariah body. So how to do like oil/blood changes and cleanings and things like that, and it's a whole. You can hear them talking about it as they're leaving. As Lupus walks into the room, sits down on one of the sofas opposite you guys. Oh, so here's the fun part. 4 left.
Shall I go make us some tea?
Sure.
Well, you look like you could use it. And Ziffy leaves to go make some herbal tea.
And as Ziffy leaves, Lupus looks to the rest of the group. So, I'll tell you guys first, since this is the easier way of doing it, but you will not have me present for a little while.
Where's that?
Oh,
I will be going off to the Lupine Manor, mine and Ziffy's home, and I will not be returning until we go and deal with the Astrologian heirloom. For one simple thing. I cannot be around our heirloom a couple of our heirloom wielders that are within our last batch to do. Because simply put, if I'm aware of their abilities, once we start doing the Red Sage heirloom and doing the battle, they will have the same abilities from those bloodline runes, which will just make our lives infinitely harder.
Well, now I'm glad I didn't use my best shit against you when we fought.
I already know what you're capable of.
Shit!
I know what all of you are capable of. You live and breathe in the space in which I'm able to constantly analyze you if I need to. Plus, I taught a couple of you how to use your powers. I've been teaching you to twin cast with each other. I can identify your magic auras like the click of my fingers. That's not a problem. The problem being that amongst those, Ziffy and Astra will be present during my trials, as I've already discussed with you previously.
Surely you already know everything your husband can do.
Yes, but I do not know what his bloodline powers are when it comes to runic magic. I have purposefully made sure I do not look those up. The same with Astra. You kids are doing well. All of you are.
Thank you.
It's a compliment. Take it.
Take it.
what?
That being said, we will be taking a brief break. I have to organize what we're going to be doing from here onwards. And once we get moving, things will be escalating quite quickly. Prepare yourselves for the final stretch of battle, because this is going to go south very quickly if we're not careful. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Ziffy re-enters the room with the teapot. And
I
looks
wasn't sure how much honey to put in the tea, so I sort of guessed.
Okay,
It
well,
usually depends on your mood, so...
Well, can you, like, give me a really brief summary? And you look at... They exchange facial expressions with each other very briefly. And it's very clear that they're talking to each other through some sort of telepathy. As their facial expressions change and shift and adjust.
As if you will not be informing Olympus of the fact that they died, or at least not right now. It doesn't need to hear that.
And the rest of the party kind of get the general gist of this by the fact that Lupus doesn't immediately turn around and bitch slap each and every single one of you.
Mhm.
He looks back at you. So, 3 heirlooms in one swing. Huh.
I guess we're getting good at this.
I wouldn't get so eager, but that's one way of looking at it.
If we do it again, then this will be over by next week.
Well, and that's the problem. It's been how long now? And Lupus starts counting on his fingers. It's officially been 7 months since all this started. It took us long enough trying to get a couple of these set up, let alone all of them. Good lord.
How long has it been since we started gathering the heirlooms, though?
I don't recall. I know your group was officially instated on the 4th of April. It is now the 4th of November.
Must have only been like a few weeks.
So, there is only so much we can do now. But, I would like to, just take a moment. You have all earned your rest. You're all free to go. Apart from you, Luna. You stay.
Oh.
Dismissed.
Oh, okay.
We just got to do the next heirloom on our own.
See ya.
Good luck, Luna.
Good luck, Luna.
Bruh.
And so, everybody leaves the room.
Can I try and give Lucas a hug?
Can I understand the context behind why you're doing this?
Because I thought I'd never see him again.
You hug him. Jesus, okay. Sorry, I'm chuckling at the fact my insight bonus is plus 69.
Bruh.
Nice.
Nice. It looks at you a
No,
little
he's gonna
confused.
figure out.
Can you roll me a deception check, please?
Perception? I'm not trying to deceive him.
No, but I'm assuming you don't want him to
You're
figure out
hiding something.
that you're hiding something from him.
Yes, sir.
Roll high.
Well, I have max deception, so
Mhm.
95.
95. Okay, yeah. You beat his insight. But that's got to feel pretty good.
I appreciate you. I
I'll
forget that.
I'll come and talk to you later.
Okay.
And as Penton, you boop, you
And then he leaves.
and you leave after booping the guildmaster on the snoot. He looks very confused, but shrugs it off. Leaving Luna alone with the 2 guildmasters. As Lupus sits down. Tea, Luna?
Yes.
Sophia is
I
loudly
know what to do.
slurping in the corner.
I'll go sit in the corner. Come over and join us.
Okay.
As Lupus looks at Luna. So, you recall a while ago me talking to you about the wind crystal, no?
Yes, I remember that. And then I remember Mado coming back saying that he only got like half of the powers.
Yes. So, suffice to say, Garuda has been a bit of a bitch.
What else is new?
In that she does not deem Mado worthy of her full blessing. Why? Because he is more aligned to the element of earth, being a cave bear folk. That's literally her entire reason why. Helpful, I'm aware. That being said, you were fine with attempting the trial and taking on some extra power, no?
Fine with that?
Are you still okay with that?
Yeah.
He offers his hand to you.
Luna will take it.
You
Take
both
it.
stand as you're shaking his hand.
I'm confused.
He takes his other hand and clicks.
Oh no.
And you are teleported somewhere. You're not quite familiar. Until you see the rather large winged woman standing over you both.
Am I there too? Or am I still in the room?
You're there as well. As you realize that you are in this room with Garuda. She's looking at you. You're looking at her. So, I hope the two of you are going to get along well. Simply put, throw hands with one another. And the fight between the two of you begins.
Okie dokie.
So, I will once again treat this more cutscene-esque.
Oh, okay.
Purely because I don't think you're quite ready for what would be thrown at you. With peace and love.
Okay. Peace and love. Luna has no real healing spells. Oh dear.
As she throws out blades of wind at you. And your first instinct is to dodge them. Roll me a dex check.
Dex check. So that's just a base dex mod, right?
Yeah. And there's a little thing at the bottom of your combat page that will show you what your base check bonuses are.
Yep, so that's a 46.
46. So you managed to successfully roll out of the way of these blades as they rip through the clouds underneath you. You end up basically playing hopscotch with these blades of wind as they rip through the clouds underneath your feet. And you're starting to think this is a little bit easy. Roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 80. 94.
You begin to notice a rather concerningly large tornado slowly moving its way across the horizon in front of you. So, like, behind her, that is slowly and steadily making its way towards you.
Oof.
Oh, this is going to be marvellous. Now, do entertain me before the tornado arrives and rips you to shreds. Garuda, you're not killing her. Oh, God, you are so boring. Fine. Catch these hands, darling! And a swarm of feathers is launched at you as she flaps her wings and takes to the skies. And it's a back and forth of these feathers, blades of wind, and like the occasional where she dives in to bombard you with her claws. And you are dodging, evading, occasionally launching an arrow off that she slaps out the air with her wings, or just blows it to the side. You're starting to realize that this is a really unfair fight. Because you're using projectiles, she controls wind. So every time you try and shoot her, she just blows it away. And that's when the thought occurs. You're not a mage, but you do happen to know some rather chill spells, pun intended, that you could throw at her. So you decide to polar ray a couple of times. You hit her in the wings. She's forced to land.
I got polar ray. I forgot I had polar ray.
The thought...
I forget I am technically a mage.
You have spellcasting classes, madame. But you hit
Yeah,
a
I
fucking
forget.
truck with your bow.
You think I remember?
Luna is our pew pew mage.
Mage of death by arrow. So, the fight goes on for what feels like forever to you. Because holy crap, this woman is throwing out blades of wind like it's fucking deals at Black Friday.
You can do it, Luna. We believe in you.
If you get hit, die in a funny way.
You're not helping.
I know I'm not helping, that's the point. Reassurance by something... I don't know. Anyway. Come on, Luna! Don't get fucked up.
Better.
Thank you.
That's alright, I know you try.
I always try. Whether I succeed or not is a different question. And so... these blades are getting thrown at you left, right, and center. And after a while, she stops. Ah, okay, I'm bored now. Fine. You're acceptable. But once again, like the Big Bear Man, I'm not going to be, giving off full power. After all, you're not attuned enough. You're attuned to light. Garuda, you're a whore. I know! But I like to hoard, so... I'll give you both the blessing. Why not? But you won't be getting your resonance anytime soon. Fuck yourself. I'll pass. That's more your expertise. Oh, you bitch. And the two of them start arguing. And Luna, this small little shard of wind crystal floats down in front of you. Are you touching it?
Yeah.
And because I'm imagining you're... I'm gonna kind of vocalize it from Luna's brain, but it looks like it will be like crunchy and apple flavored. As you touch it, and it kind of dissolves into this magical energy that flies towards your chest.
Alright, you two, break it up, come on.
No.
Every
She's a
fucking time with this shit.
bitch. Well, if she wasn't such a hoe, we wouldn't have this fucking problem.
Uh-huh. And you always do this, and you complaining is not going to make her any less of a hoe.
Wait, you agree with me? Vic, you may have won this, but I've won in reality. And she just looks very confused as to what the fuck is going on. But you leave. Feeling very confused as to what the fuck just happened. But you feel this runic power filling you.
Oh, I have a genuine question.
Yes.
Does that mean I get the mark?
Well, technically speaking, yes. Technically speaking, no. It depends on whether you choose to or not. Because in this case, she's just blessing you with the other half. Well, I say the other half. with a percentile of the power that she is given to Mado as well. So if you would like the mark, you can have the mark. Otherwise,
I don't know.
Are you referring to the...
the mark that's on Mado's butt cheek, yes.
Yeah.
You're talking about like the fucking focus branding thing?
No.
Okay.
Mado has made a pact with Garuda because he succeeded, but also got his ass handed to him, so she was being stubborn. But this pact that you're temporarily making with her, which she's offering her power to you, you notice the emblem of a feather surrounded by what looks like markings of wind appear on your forearm. However, it is mostly covered up by your scales. So unless somebody's really looking, they won't find it. And you return back to the guild. Feeling accomplished? But also find it quite funny that Lupus is still arguing with Garuda as you're on the way out. You've not won this round, bitch! And then you go through the portal. You return back. You join the rest of your group. And a thought occurs. Everyone is now here. You even see Edith and Serial sitting together having a cup of tea. So it seems like they've been comfortable enough with Serial's presence here to not have her in solitary confinement. And they are... As you're walking past them, you can hear them both laughing about how they almost destroyed the world at one point.
Just vibing about it.
And they are,
Me
yeah.
too.
Literally, as you're walking past Luna, you can hear Edith talking about the fact that she nearly murdered a couple of the goddesses that are now helping. And Serio turns around to Edith, is like, "Darling, I almost did that. That wolfy man there, I nearly killed him." And they start doing like the what I can only describe as like the MILF laugh. Like the one that every single anime decides to use. Of like the kind of like lower end of the female range laughter. It's like the type thing, but way more feminine and smoother than I could ever hope to do, because I do not have the vocal cords of a woman. Therefore, closest approximation will do. And so you're sitting there, in the room. Luna comes back, imagining the details are shared. Xanis pipes up. So, is it on your butt?
No.
No?
No. Lena will present her forearm.
And Xanis squints at it and he can just about make out. Oh, that's cool. Nolan, you owe me 10 gil. It's not on her butt. Lad, I wasn't the one who fucking said that. It was you that thought it was on her butt. Nolan, you can't just do me like that. And then you can hear some arguing from down the hall between Galgan and Lupus. So you can hear the "What? I didn't do anything" from fucking down the hall. And they appear to be arguing about something. You can't quite catch it, but it's amusing. As the life of the guild, the life and energy of the guild has returned in full. And it feels very comforting for everything to be back to normal. It's kind of comforting. Despite the fact that you are about to approach the most dangerous part of all of this, you're still managing to keep your head above the mayhem. You take some time to rest and sleep and get a proper rest in. For the brief moment, Luna, I would like you to turn your attention to your runes page.
I've been on it.
Ah. Well, you will see that you have gained some interesting new rooms to faff about with.
Mm-hmm.
And for the address of my party, you may notice something about your names in your channels, as you have, in fact, leveled up. And you are now level 100.
Yo! Woohoo!
Oh my god.
Power
Big
is
boy.
maximum!
OMG. No more. Last spell shopping.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
I'm the only one that likes spell shopping.
Well, thankfully, for two of you, it's only ABI picks.
For me,
Looks at the two that are notorious for being last. Smiley face.
Alice.
cheating.
I've sent your
What?
things over to you already, so you can do that as and when you
Yo.
wish. But you realize that this is it. You guys
The
are
final
within the
stretch.
final stretch, yes.
Yeah.
And it finally dawns upon you that you will soon, after you've gathered all of the heirlooms together, you'll be going to fight the remainders of the cult. And then the Lilium Beast awaits. And you're not sure how to feel about that. So, for the sake of today's session, all of the major stuff that needed to be done has been finished. You have completed your mission for today. So, you're all gathered together. You're all gathered together in the morning. Guild life carries on completely as normal. You get to spend some time training together, practicing your magic, faffing about.
Pretending we didn't die 2 days ago.
Has if you told Lupus about that yet?
It's advisable. I want to stress you out more.
Well, Lupus is back and forth trying to organize the guild members to get their act together.
Neither Penta knows if he sees what difference it would make to do so. All it would do is upset him.
And whilst breakfast is being had, you will notice that Xanis is missing.
Oh.
Not from
Right.
like he came in with you guys to get breakfast. You can see him going up to his dad, who's standing at this pile of hash browns that he's just finished cooking up, that he is currently piling his plate high with. And the two of them start talking to each other. And as of this point, both Ziffy and Penton, you share the same brain cell.
Oh shit.
Perfect response.
No.
As the conversation between the two of them seems quite mellow. So Xanis says something, Lupus's face drops, and then he starts laughing.
You never know with that, man.
Xanis looks confused, but then starts laughing with him. Lupus looks over at your table
Uh-oh.
with a smirk on his face
Uh-oh.
Wave.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
and approaches
Danger.
with
danger.
Xanis in tow.
These are some nice hash browns.
Hello, Group U. How are you doing today? How are you on this fine morning?
Pretty good.
A plate full of hash
Yeah,
browns.
great.
Definitely not arse up, half body, half in the ground, vaporized into non-existence. You doing well?
No.
Dennis.
What?
Ah.
I didn't say anything.
Well then how?
It's almost like... No. Shush. Fine. It's almost like we have to write up the reports for our missions. It's almost like a certain fox. He looks over at Ziffy, who's seen Lupus approach the table and is like, I'm picturing a little on edge. It's like, what's gonna happen? It's almost like somebody forgot to put the paperwork away and left it out on the table last night when he fell asleep face first on the desk. Is that echoing out from the other side of the room?
Yeah.
And you guys watch. Your heads turn towards the source of the noise, and you see this this large deer man get up from his table a few rows down and go over and start talking to Ziffy and patting him on the back. And Lupus just starts chuckling to himself. Oh, that's funny.
You gonna kill us now?
Why would I do that?
Is it over?
Mace
Is it
already took
happening?
care of that for him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mace taught you your lesson already, which is quite funny.
Nobody ever
I don't know if
mentioned
you
to me
did.
about the fucking music.
Wait.
And now everyone understands what the afterlife is like.
Yeah.
Why the music?
Does
Because
does
it's
Mace
purgatory.
still have Armageddon?
So annoying.
And Lupus looks over to Alec. Yes, both him and Ankh have it. As
Oh,
one of their
sick.
bloodline runes.
Oh my god.
The problem being is it affects everybody within its range, so it won't be usable in our final fight unless we all
Oh
want to
man.
die.
I nearly had Etro
Well,
come chat
how
with
big
you
is the range?
personally.
Sorry, Alec, please repeat.
How big is the range?
Long.
Yes.
Long.
If
Like,
it's in a room, it takes up the range of the whole room. If it's outside, it's a radius around the caster. So for Mace, I do believe that's about 3,600 feet or something like that. It's
That's not
very
bad.
long range.
that's very big.
That's what she said.
Giggly.
Oh, didn't mean to open that. So
No, you nearly had a one-to-one chat with Etro.
what do you mean?
Because I was saying anything I possibly fucking could to get us out of that situation. Since apparently you can go there and just come back. Because I don't even know why did you come back? How did you come back? And staring at Alice.
Oh, that's easy.
You got revived.
That one's easy. Because she perished at a point where her soul hadn't hit gold. So she's not, she wasn't harvestable at that point.
But that implies that our
Harvestable.
business is settled.
Hmm?
Our business is very much not settled.
What?
That was the point I was trying to get across to her. Of like, yeah, no, we got big shit we need to be doing still. We're not quite ready yet.
Well,
She's having none of it.
well, no, because you imagine how many people she's got to deal with on a daily basis that are just pleading to be spared when they have nothing better to be doing. And also, poor woman gets shit for everything. Everything that Aztec does, she gets the shit for. She's
Customer
the one in the middle.
service.
I was basically asking you to speak to her manager.
You Karen, no. And you get an ear pulled.
I didn't say that out loud.
No. No, Lupus said that out loud though, because he just put two and two together. That you nearly sent her to talk to him. So you've had one of your ears
I nearly
pulled.
sent her to talk to you.
Yes,
You're
I
at the top
know.
of that chain.
Your ear is still being pulled as he's saying this.
Ow,
Yes,
ow,
I'm
ow,
aware.
ow.
Let's
What
go
would you
with
have
the ear.
rathered? That we perish? It just so happens that Kay and Lilac were there, but they could have just as easily not been there in time.
Well, you know what? You're fine, but and Lupus doesn't really have a comeback. He's just trying to
It's
figure
like
out his
pulling his
words.
ears.
And Lupus just sitting there. As he's joined you at the table, he's sat down.
So Golden
He's still
Souls,
pulling
eh?
Pendant's ears.
What's that all about?
Golden Souls, right. So basically you have to exist within exist for a certain period of time, and based on what you do with your lifetime, it changes your soul from silver to either bronze, and then it blackens your soul. So your soul either blackens or turns to gold in color. A blackened soul goes to hell. That's where your father is. Or a soul turns gold.
So what you're saying is I'm
happened.
doing better than Dad.
Kind of. You haven't really had long enough to pull the same sort of bullshit he has. You've only conned bad people.
I feel like saving the world sort of tips the scales in my favour.
Alright, kiddo, don't get ahead of yourself.
You have to
System
actually
is
save the
rigged.
world first before you
Yeah.
start saying that.
You actually gotta do the... Yeah, Alec, I gotta agree with you there. You actually gotta do the thing before you say the thing.
Yeah.
Well, I believe in us, so I think we will.
Well, present tense, not
Let's
future
hope you're
tense.
right.
Now, I'm gonna go and have my breakfast with Monsieur, with that very handsome-looking man over there. Dad, stop. Behave. Oh, it's my husband. Hey, you don't get to say shit when you've got 2 boyfriends. But how is that fair? Because I said so. Now, eat your hash browns. I'm gonna go and hug your dad. Lupus gets up from the table and goes over to give Zippy a hug. And then the two of them start chit-chatting with the deer guy, with Delta, who has come over to their table. So Delta and Brutus have gone over to start chit-chatting with them. It seems like they're recounting a mission with all the gestures they're making. There's lots of laughter coming from the table. And Xanis looks over at Penton. And then looks at the rest of the group. How the fuck did we get away with that?
I don't know.
With the dying
Hey.
part, or with
With the
not-
dying part.
Or just like all of it.
Oh, well, I mean, it wasn't our fault that we died.
I mean, no, but it's
It
still
might have been my
impressive.
fault.
I mean, like
But-
Ziffy said, we're probably going to get sucked into that portal anyway.
Sir Alec, tentacles.
Do you like them?
Right, touch them.
And Aurora's just gotten out like a notebook with a pen and is like staring at you. Where the fuck
What
did
about
you...
them?
And the conversation just kind of spirals from there, and that's where I'm going to end the session off. With something light-hearted and funny. And we will see you in the next one.
Bye!
Bye!